Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday morning practice. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Glenn. So, today's word is immunity, and I'll explain in a minute why it is such an urgency to focus on our immunity. So, today, hour and a half of practice is all about improving our immunity. So, let's get started. This hour and a half practice session will be divided into three parts. Now comes the first part. Let's focus on the body, focus on the bottom of a spine. We rotate the hip forward, lean back the upper torso so we can feel the stress on the lower part of a spine. Now we focus on the top of a shoulder. We open that shoulder and then we relax the shoulder. Now we focus on our forehead. We lean back the forehead so the weight of the head is on top of the shoulder, the ears on top of the shoulder. And then we tuck in the chin so the top of the head is facing the sky. Now we focus on the center of a palm, and then we slowly bring up our hands, body and mind together. Now we're going to do some joint exercise, improving our chi. Actually, it's improving the first half of the chi. When we say chi in Chinese, it's actually shi. Qi. Shi means blood. It's all the circulation. And so here we are improving the circulation. So it's important to talk about immunity today for two reasons. One is just seasonal meaning that wintertime is when our immunity deteriorate. And there are two reasons for that. In general, there are two reasons for that. One is the stress. So we're going to talk about how to relieve ourselves of a stress, emotional stress and physical stress. And now we're going to go the other way. And let's just keep focusing on the wrist. Observe the change in the body. Observe the change in the wrist. Any heat, sweat, pain, tightness. Keep checking our mind. Make sure our mind is actually attached to our body. And now we're going to lower hand, mind, body together. And then now we're going to open that shoulder again. Relax the shoulder. Come back to the center of the hand. Bring it up. We're going from the wrist to the elbow, doing joint exercise for the elbow. So the two things that really kind of roll back your immunity. One is stress. Stress is a big part of it. And then the other half is just turn out to be just body temperature. And so it's very important that we keep our body warm, not just by turning the heater, not just by wearing lots of clothes, although that is important. And now we're going to go the other way. We need to keep our body warm by making sure that we have good circulations. So we're going to focus on our upper body and the lower body. We're going to focus on how to learn how to massage our fingers, massage our feet, and then also on massaging our ears. Those turn out to be very, very important in keeping the body warm from the inside to the outside. Now we're going to lower our hand. Again, open that shoulder and then relax that shoulder. We're going from the wrist to the elbow to the shoulder now. So back to the center of the palm again. Bring up the hands, crossing a hand, bring it up and bring it up above the head. Now we're going to focus on the bottom of the spine and we're going to lift up the body. Okay, stretch your entire upper torso. And then as we come down, we're going to open that shoulder, feel the change in the shoulder, and then we're going to come back to the center of the palm, relax, back again, stretch, open, and then come down. So I talk about stress, how stress affects our immunity, and it's both emotional stress and physical stress. So we're doing it both right now. We're actually relieving ourselves of physical stress. At the same time, we're actually relieving ourselves with emotional stress by really help focusing on our mind, anchor our mind onto our body, learn how not to let our mind be affected by emotion. Just feel the body go up, stretch, open, feel that shoulder, come back down. Now we're going to go the other way. Open the shoulder, feel the shoulder, and then come down with the center of the hand. Open that, stretch, bring it back down, open, stretch, bring it back down. One last time, open, stretch, and then bring it back down. Once again, check on the body, stretch your spine, open the shoulder, relax that shoulder. Focus on the center of the palm again. Bring up your hands very gently. Get ready. Up, open. Feel the pain on your shoulder as far back as you can. Feel that pain. Accept that pain. And then let go of the pain. Bring it back up. Stretch as far back as you can. Feel it. Accept it. Let it go. Let it go. Open. Feel it. Accept it. And then just let it go. One last time. Feel it, accept it, and then just let it go. It's very important to learn to feel, to accept, and then to let go. The other side, from the back, bring it up, stretch, bring it back down, back, stretch, bring it back down, all the way back, up, stretch, and then down. One last time, all the way back, stretch, and then bring it back down. Now we're going to go from the motion to stationary. We've been doing meditation since the beginning, even though it looked like we're doing exercise. But actually, by learning how to anchor our mind, we're already doing meditation. It's just that when we're moving, we anchor onto our body, on a wrist, on an elbow, on a shoulder. And now when we're stationary, we anchor it onto our breath. So the two things you need to check as soon as you're stationary, one is that you want to check the inside of your mouth. You want to know if the mouth is dry or even bitter. You want to know, are you thirsty? Do you really want to drink a water? The reason your mouth is dry is because you have a lot of stress hormone in your body and it turns off your saliva gland. And so what you do want to do is as soon as you know that your mouth is dry, I want you to take the tip of the tongue and put it behind. There's an energy point right between your nose and the upper part of your lip, and just put it behind that. So you're resting it on the top part of your teeth. And then I want you to close your mouth, and then I want you to feel the wetness in your mouth. As soon as you can feel the wetness in your mouth, you know your saliva glands are working. You know that means that you're not overwhelmed by cortisol. The second thing you want to check is that as soon as you're stationary, you want to check your breathing. Are you huffing and puffing? Are you breathing very rapidly? Just slow down the breathing. You slow down the breathing by just paying attention to your breathing, starting with knowing. I know that I'm breathing in. I know that I'm breathing out. As soon as you know that you're breathing, I want you to focus on your belly button. As soon as you're breathing in, I want you to move forward, just the mind, as if the mind goes from the belly button to all the way across the room. As soon as you know that you're breathing out, I want you to focus on your belly button, but as if you're bringing the belly button all the way to the back. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, bring it back. And that will slow down your breathing. And it also does something wonderful. It cultivates your chi. We call this the prenatal chi. This is a chi that you first got when you were inside the mother's womb, right? So all the energy that you were getting through the umbilical cord. So it comes into here. And so by moving that stomach in and out, you're actually cultivating chi, but it's actually what we call the prenatal chi. It's what you were born with. All right, so now we continue. We come back to the body again, open that shoulder. And now we're going to work on the circulation. And the circulate, a big part of the circulation, the part is important to our immunity happen to be around the shoulder because there's three energy lines that comes up. Two of them in Chinese would be the same word, but in English, one would be the mind and one would be the heart. Heart is in the cardio. The mind is more emotional. And then you have the energy line here that has to do with the lung. But in this case, the lung is actually the mineral, right? It's not just the organ like the lung. And you know how important the mineral is, right? It's the difference between, that's the difference between mineral water and distilled water. Distilled water has no mineral. And you would never drink that. You don't drink that. You don't drink distilled water when you do sport. You drink mineral water or you drink sport water, which is full of mineral. So the lung is actually very important for your immunity. And so all that comes to the shoulder. So shoulder is an important part. And then we're going to open the shoulder. Always open the shoulder and make sure that these two energy points called the gate to the cloud. So the mineral the nutrient in your lung energy line, that comes through here as if the cloud is coming through the gate, right? It's a cloud that is moisturizing the earth. So you open the shoulder and then you relax the shoulder. All right. Now we're going to do 3 exercises. They're part of what is called the Nigong internal energy exercise from the Shaolin Temple, which actually came from Bodhidharma. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Left hand in front, right hand stretch out. Focus on the right hand to center the palm. Bring that hand in front very gently. And then now bring it back. Open that shoulder. Open that shoulder. Feel the pain in your shoulder. Accept the pain. And then let go of the pain. Sit up straight. Right hand stationary. Left hand. Again, feel it. Accept it. And then let it go. Feel it. Accept it. And then let it go. Left hand. Feel it. Accept it. And let it go. Feel it. Accept it. And then let it go. Left hand. Again. Back to the right hand. Right hand open to the left hand. 2 more times. Left hand, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Right hand, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. And then relax. Now come back to the stationary again. Focus on the body. Stretch your spine. Open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Lean back the forehead. Tuck in the chin so the weight of the head is on top of the spine. Check your mouth. And if it's dry, put the tip of the tongue on the top part of the teeth. And then now focus on your breath. Know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. Okay? So it's very important that you remember those 3 things. Feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Okay? This is like, in the building, you have this little red box and it says break glass in case of fire. Okay? So you break the glass and then you run like hell, right? It wouldn't make sense for you to just stay around to see what happens. That wouldn't be a good thing. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing when someone says something bad or when your body is suffering some kind of trauma like a heart attack, whatever, feel it, accept it, and then just run like hell. Run like hell. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Don't let it take over you. Don't let that pain take over you, right? Otherwise it becomes suffering. There's no end to suffering if you don't let it go. Right? Okay, so now second exercise is even more dynamic, and this is about in mechanical engineering. This is the Newton's second law: action equal to reaction. So it turns out to work with qi as well. Qi comes into yang and yin. Yin is the shadow, yang is the sun. So the yang energy is the one that actually goes out, and then the yin energy is what comes from the universe and go back in. And so this is the same thing. So we want to make sure that we have good circulation, and then the yang energy goes out. That's the action, and then reaches the tip of the finger. It comes back in. So I want you to feel the vibration in your shoulder after you throw your arm. Okay. Now open your shoulder, sit up straight, relax, lift up your right hand, make a fist, focus on the center of the palm. Get ready. Out. Feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. Out. Come back, sit up straight, down, throw it out, down, out, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. One last time, up, down, down. Open that shoulder. 1, feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. 2, follow the hand. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we're going to do the first sitting. All right. The first sitting is just 5 minutes, but it's very focused. All right, it's very, very focused, 5 minutes. Now, here, what I want you to learn is how to feel your body. Okay, it's very important to learn to feel your body, because is about the next part is about learning how to appreciate your body, learning how to appreciate your body. And so you need to learn how to be your own whisperer, how to whisper to your body, right? So we had some nice discussion on our circle. How about how important it is to really appreciate your body, to give the loving kindness to your body. And this is a big part of healing, and it's about healing your body and relieving yourself of all the trauma, right? Whether you suffer physical trauma or emotional trauma, it's all trapped. It's all trapped in this body. You need to learn to release it, and you need to learn how to appreciate it and feel grateful to your body. But you can't do any of that if you don't know how to feel. If you don't even know how to feel your body, you can't do any of that. So here we're going to learn how to feel our body. But it's a special kind of feeling. It's feeling without judgment. Don't judge your body. Accept your body. Appreciate your body. Okay? Now we're going to divide our body into 7 parts. This is called the 7 support point sitting posture. The first part are the legs. So I want you to focus on the bottom of your feet if you're sitting on a chair. And I want you to focus on your thigh if you're sitting on a yoga mat. Now, if you're sitting on a chair, I want you to make sure that the bottom of your feet is right below the knee, not behind, not in front. Feel the toes, feel the bottom part of your feet. Feel the heel, feel the knee. Now, if you're sitting like I do, then you can feel the thigh. Make sure that you put some blankets or pillows so you're actually touching and the legs are not hanging. Then the second part are the fingers, are the hands. So I want you to feel your fingers, move it around a little bit. Feel your wrists, feel your elbow, move it around a little bit. Now I want you to rest your hand on your knee, on your thigh, or on your calf, anywhere. Just rest it. Don't hang it. Now comes the most important part, which is the spine. I want you to focus on the lower part of your spine. Then I want you to lean forward, the entire upper torso lean forward. And then now lean back. But as you lean back, I want you to hold the hip in place. So as you lean back, you feel the stress on your lower part of your spine. Actually, the stress is on the left and the right side of the lower part of the spine where the adrenal glands are. There are 2 very important energy points here called the health of the kidney. If I translate it literally, it's really the one that puts the stress on the adrenal glands, so you're not putting out any stress hormones. So keep leaning back. Now I want you to move up the spine to the neck, to the top of the head. As you do that, I want you to push the spine up as if you're hanging the spine on the ceiling, and then just relax a bit. So when we sit like the bell. We start with the legs because that's the pedestal for the bell. Now we're hanging the clapper onto the ceiling. Now comes to the 4th part, which is your shoulder. I talk about the 2 energy points in front of the shoulder. I want you to open that. Reveal the gate to the cloud, to the world. And then I want you to focus on top of the shoulder. There's 2 energy points there called the well of the shoulder. I want you to drop your shoulder, relax your shoulder, drop it some more. Keep dropping, keep relaxing your shoulder. The 5th part is about your head. Now I want you to feel the back of your neck. And then now I want you to lean back the forehead and feel how you actually feel relaxation as you do that, because you're not using the muscle in the neck anymore. The weight of the head is now on top of your shoulder. And this point, the top of the head has an energy point called 100 meet. This is where all the yang energy comes together. And think of your body as a lightning rod. It's actually connecting between the heaven and the earth. And so what you want to do now is you want to tuck in your chin slightly, So the top of the head is on top of the spine, is you're forming as if you're forming a lightning rod. We call this the one pillar supporting the sky. And then now comes to the fifth part, which are the eyes. I want you to feel around the eye, feel the forehead. Imagine you have all these wrinkles on top of the forehead because of stress, the stress lines. Just relax your forehead. Relax your forehead. And now imagine in between your eyebrow, there are more lines. And then relax in between your eyebrow. Relax it some more. And now focus on your eyelid. Relax the eyelid. Think about the baby when they sleep. When they're sleeping, you think that they're not shutting your eye. When they shut their eye, they're pretending to sleep. I can tell, right? Easy to tell. When they're not pretending, it's actually very relaxed. As you relax your eyelid, you start to see some light coming through. You can see your eyelashes now. You can see your knee, your hand. Just relax your eyelid. Now comes the last part, which is your mouth. I want you to relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Feel the inside your mouth again. See if it's dry and bitter. I want you to put the tip of the tongue behind the energy point called the middle of your being, which is between your nose, the bottom of your nose, and upper part of your lip. And from the inside is where the teeth and the top of the mouth comes together. So just rest on that. Close your mouth and feel the inside of your mouth. Feel the moisture in your mouth. That saliva we in the traditional Chinese for thousands of years we call that the jade nectar. Nectar, right? It's very precious. It's the saliva is very important for your immune system, very important for your digestive system. And now one last thing is you need to focus on your chin. I want you to relax the chin. And then raise the corner of your mouth a little bit as if you're smiling. But that smile has to come from the inside. You have to really start to appreciate this body. Be very grateful to this body. Very grateful to your health. Very grateful to your family. Only then can you actually bring out that true smile. Now I want you to continue to go down the front part of your upper torso towards your belly button. As you do that, I want you to lean back the upper torso. You feel like you're just falling over, but you're not. Now the entire weight is on your spine. Now you just need to learn to sit like this, especially if you have suffered some trauma in your body. This is the most relaxed form of sitting. Now I want you to spend the next 5 minutes going through the 7 parts of your body. The legs, the hands, the spine, the entire spine from the bottom to the top, the shoulder, both the front part and the upper part, and the neck and the forehead and the chin, and the eyelid, and then finally the inside of your mouth and the corner of your mouth. At every part, I want you to just scan that part of the body, every inch of it. I want you to do the number of things. One is that when you're there, I want you to observe it. I want you to calibrate it so you're maintaining this posture. I want you to relax. Then I want you to feel. And whether it's pleasant or unpleasant feeling or even neutral feeling, I want you to just let it go and then go to another part. Especially when it's painful feeling, that's when you want to feel it, accept it, and then just let it go. Let go and then go to another part. If it's pleasant feeling, that's when your attachment comes. That's even more important for you to feel it and then just let it go. So we're going to spend the next 5 minutes learning how to feel a body. Only then will we learn how to appreciate our body. Then the next part, we're going to do another form of meditation called the metta meditation. But now we need to build the foundation, which is how to feel. Remember now, when we say we feel without judging. We don't judge, okay? Just feel it, accept it, and let it go. Open your eyes. So we've done the first part. We built up some foundation. And two things we did is that we improved the circulation of the body doing joint exercise. And then the other one is that we learn how to feel, right? Feeling in a way that we don't judge. Now I talk about immunity being keyword of today, and I said that two reasons why we immunity deteriorate in the wintertime. One is the body temperature start to drop because of lack of exercise, lack of lots of things, and then but the bigger than that, the biggest source of deterioration of immunity has to do with the stress. Okay, and the biggest source of stress is judging. You judge yourself, you judge others, you're being judged by others, and so you just have to learn how to deal with that. And it just comes back to this: break the glass and run like hell. Okay, feel it, accept it, and then just let it go. Don't let it become you. All right. And so and so we need to learn how to do that, and we need to extend that to our body. And so this class, we call it chi therapy. You need to learn to be your own therapist. You need to learn to be your own whisperer, talking to your body, appreciate this body. Only then can you relieve yourself of the trauma and the stress that is in your body, both physical and emotional, right? The body remembers. And I talked about this story a couple of times ago, and maybe I should repeat it because when we had these discussions on our circle, I realized that maybe the person, the student that I was talking to hadn't heard the story. I talk about my friend who served in Vietnam War, right? And he was doing reconnaissance in Cambodia. He got shot in the knee. Turns out that the bullet was laced with some kind of virus, and then it never healed. Right, so he was there when he was 20 years old. He's older than I am now, in his mid 70s, and it never heals. And finally, about 10 years ago, they had to amputate his leg further from the knee, and you would think that was it. Turns out that he had more pain. They call it phantom pain, because the body remembers. The body remembers, is wondering what happened to my knee. What happened to my knee, right? So I called him a couple of days ago, and he says, "Oh, it is still there. It is still there." And we talk about mindfulness, and he said, "Oh, the pain, but the pain is so much that I just can't." So I said, "How about you just join the class and learn how to do metta meditation, giving loving kindness to yourself. Listen to your body, appreciate your body, be your own therapist, be your own whisperer." So that's what we're going to do now. Okay. So another way to look at it is that um, the philosophy behind the chi therapy is really what we call the five elements, the yin and the yang. And so this is a little bit, some of you heard it over and over again, but some of you are new, so maybe it's a good idea. So unlike the Western culture, Galileo discovered how the Earth was rotating around the sun and not the other way. And that was only about a few hundred years ago. It was in the 16th century. The Chinese discovered that 4 or 5 thousand years ago, right? Because the Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. You can see it with your eye. And so the astrologists and the astronomers, um, they were able to see that. They were able to observe the Jupiter, and they noticed that it takes 12 years for the Jupiter to go around the sun. And so they devised something called the 12 zodiac. So I was born in the year of the monkey. Then they realized that that's not enough. That's not enough granularity to describe astrology. And so they noticed that in addition to Jupiter, there were four other planets. And so they named them after the elements. So for example, Jupiter is named after wood or vegetation, but they also have something they name after water, soil, mineral, and fire. And so the five elements becomes the basis of the philosophy. Everything is in five. And it's with the five elements that creates the yin and yang relationship. And so, for example, our internal organs are separated into yin and yang. The yin organs are the one that we develop when we're inside the mother's womb. You can call it prenatal if you want, and all the energies are in front. And so, very often when a woman get pregnant, they have this line in front, and I noticed that in my wife, and they said that this is the yin energy line. This is reflecting the energy from the baby, because they were developing the yin organs, and the yin organs are the kidney, which is the water, the liver, which is the vegetation of the wood, the heart, which is the fire, and then the splint, which is the soil, and then the kidney, which is the the lung, which is the mineral. So those five organs are called the yin organs. They're the treasure organs. They are the organs that retains the treasure from the mother. And then they develop what's called the yang organ, and the yang organs are the ones that are in the back. They're getting the nutrient, the essence from the sun, and so we have that. Now, in addition, they even associate the emotion with the five elements: the anger, the anxiety, the fear, and the worry. And they believe that those emotions are trapped inside our body as well. And so, in order to relieve yourself of the trauma inside your body, you have to work on the yang organ. The yang organs are what I call the channel organs. They're the energy that goes outside. So you want to channel those fears, channel those anxiety, channel those worry, all that out. And that is the basis of this next exercise, which is also part of the what we call the Naigon internal energy. Okay, and so the five elements, the easiest way to think about it is water, vegetation, fire, soil, and then the mineral. Think about this. This makes a lot of sense. Makes sense scientifically. Think about how we're so interested in finding another planet that support life, any kind of life, right? So what are we looking for? We look for water. No water, no life. Now, suppose you have water. Let's say you go to Mars and you discover water. What's the next thing you have to do? You look for signs of life, any kind of life, and it could be a very lower form like algae. So that's the net vegetation. So this is the yang relationship, supportive relationship. Now, once you have algae, it start to change the atmosphere, right? It start to change the atmosphere. It starts to give off carbon dioxide, and then now the sun comes in. That's the fire element. Once you have fire element, the earth start to warm up, and now you can support higher forms of life. And then those higher forms of life, when they die, they become mineral. And then the mineral is added back into the water, and now the water has vitality, and that's the relationship. Okay, it actually makes a lot of sense, and that's really how we view our internal organ. That 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 the kidney helps the liver helps the heart helps the splint helps the lung, and then back into the circle again, right? And when you want to understand stress, it makes a lot of sense too, because the kidney is the water, and it's the hormone is part of that system. And so when you have stress, the stress comes from the adrenal gland, and then it goes to the kidney. And then the kidney is the one that excites the heart, and that's why you have high blood pressure, right? Okay, so enough of that. So let's come back, and we're going to do metta meditation. Metta means loving kindness. This is a very important part. This is a very, very important part. So when we do metta, this is the loving kindness is one of the four immeasurables: loving kindness, compassion, empathy, and equanimity. So metta is the beginning. Okay, so you think of yourself as the center of the universe, and you have this circle. The very inside the circle is yourself. So if you want to bring loving kindness to someone else, you got to bring it to yourself first. It doesn't make sense to care for someone else and not care for your to care for someone else and not care for yourself. This is very important if you're a caregiver. I used to be a caregiver for my dad until he passed away in February. It's very, very important you take care of yourself first. Then after you take care of yourself, then you can take care of your family and your friends, and then the rest of the world, right? Lots of people do lots of good work, but they ignore their own body. That's not good. All right. So now we're going to learn how to give loving kindness to ourselves. We're going to learn how to give loving kindness to our family. And then we're going to learn to give loving kindness to the rest of the world. And it's very important you do that, because we are full of compassion. The compassion is a very strong positive force. So you got to exercise that compassion. Okay. And that's why it's very important to use that compassion force to bring goodness to the world. All right. Now, at the same time, we're doing this exercise, relieving stress from the back, from the shoulder, from the back. This is where the yang energies are, all right? Now, we're going to learn how to sit properly again, stretch your spine, open that shoulder, relax that shoulder. Now, we're going to think of every part of the upper torso as part of orchestra, but we're going to think about the elbow as the conductor. So we're going to bring up our hands, put the fingers in front of the gate to the cloud. This is the only time, only place. The fingers is the only place that get attached. The rest of it is has to be free. Okay, now I want you to close your eye. There's no reason to look at me, no reason to look at anybody else. Just focus on your body. Feel your body. Make use of what you learned in the first part of this of the practice. Feel your body. Now I want you to bring up the elbow. As you bring up the elbow, remember now the elbow is the conductor, so the rest of the body are the orchestra. So that as you bring up the elbow, the shoulder has to come up, as if you bring in the shoulder all the way to the ear. Now I want you to take the elbow and bring it back. As you bring it back, you're opening that shoulder. You feel like you're squeezing a tennis ball behind your shoulder. And then now I want you to bring the elbow down. And as you bring the elbow down, I want you to relax. Now I want you to bring the elbow forward, and now you're hunching. You're looking down. You're actually bending your back and your neck, and your elbows, your shoulders are all the way forward. As you bring up your elbow, I want you to breathe in very gently. Close your mouth. Breathe in with your nose. Open or relax as you open, and then as you come down, I want you to breathe out with your nose. And then lean forward. You notice that there is a space between the in and the out, and a space between the out and the in. Now, as you bring up, I want you to breathe in again. I want you to feel the freshness of the air as if you are absorbing the positive energy from the universe. Open. As you come down, I want you to breathe out. I want you to feel the stillness of the air that you're breathing out, as if you're releasing yourself of negative energy. As you come up, feel the positive energy. Breathe in the fresh air. As you come down, exhaust the negative energy. Breathe out the stale air. As you come up, I want you to say to yourself, may I be free from all animosity and negative energy. Come down, breathe out. Let go of all your animosity and negative energy. Now I want you to say to yourself, may I be released from all mental suffering. Come down, relax, breathe out. And as you breathe in again, you will say to yourself, may I be free from all physical suffering. Come down. You're building up a energy, a positive energy in yourself. And then finally, you said, may I be full of joy and protected with positive energy. Now, I want you to extend that circle to your friends and family. May my family, may my friends be free from animosity and negative energy. Come down, pull up again, and may my family and my friends be free from all mental suffering. Come down, breathe out, relax. Once again, may my friends and family be free from physical suffering. Come down, and then up again. May my family and friends be full of joy and protected with positive energy. Now we're going to expand that circle to the rest of the world, to all beings, whether they are visible or invisible, whether they have form or no form, all living beings. Okay. Now here I'm going to use the original language of the Buddha. I will be chanting in Pali. I want you to chant with me. I want you to use your compassion energy. Let that loving kindness be available to all beings. Okay, come down, breathe out. As you breathe in, we're going to chant Sabi Sata Apaya May all beings be free from animosity and negative energy. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May all beings be full of joy and protected with positive energy. Come down, go up, breathe in, open, come down, breathe out. One last time. Go up, breathe in, open, come down, and then breathe out. Completely relax, lower your hands, sit properly, open that shoulder again, stretch your spine. Now put your hands on the left side of the head. I want you to sit with the head pointing to heaven, and then I want you to take your head towards the right. Feel the stress on your neck without bending your neck. And then as you release, I want you to release all of the stress inside. All the stress, all the trauma. Be your own therapist, be your own whisperer. Now pull your heads towards the left, feel the stress on your neck, and then relax. Let go of all your stress. I want you to put the fingers behind your head, sit up straight, look down, so your neck's actually 45 degrees now. And then I want you to bend down your head and fight it with your neck. Feel the stress, maintain that stress. Go left, hold it, come back to the middle, go to the right, hold it, come back to the middle, go to the left, come back to the middle, go to the right, come back to the middle. I want you to feel the stress on your neck, and then I want you to let it go. Let go of all the stress. Sit up properly, top of the head pointing to heaven, and I want you to lean back. Completely relax. I want you to lean to the right, making circular motion to the front, to the left, to the back, to the right. Now I want you to go the other way, counterclockwise, to the back, to the left, to the right, and then back again. Sit up straight. Now we're going to learn how to massage, okay, all the yang energy lines, starting with an energy that runs up a neck. So there's actually 3 energy lines. The one in the middle is the yang, is one that we call the governing energy. That's the main channel. Then there's one that we name after the bladder, and then there's one that we name after the gallbladder. So we're going to learn how to do that, how to massage. So lock your fingers, put that behind your neck. Now take your thumb and just massage this part. This is the bottom of the skull. You feel a little bit of muscle, a lot of tension here. Just massage, and then move it around towards your ear. Come back, massage. Now use your right hand. You feel this muscle in here on the left side, and just massage. A lot of tension, huh? A lot of tension on the massage. Just relax. Okay. Now we're going to learn to do some acupressure. So open your shoulder, sit up straight, 2 hands locked behind your head. Use your thumb. You reach down. There's 2 cavities here. Now we're not doing massage anymore. We're doing acupressure. So we're going to push down with the thumb and lean back the forehead. So maintaining the pressure, acupressure. Remember, maintaining the pressure as if you're squeezing the fire hose, the garden hose. When you're washing your car, just maintain that pressure. And you know what happens when you squeeze that garden hose? The pressure goes up, right? So you're doing the same thing. Now and then relax. Use the right hand, put that on the left side, and push down with your 4 fingers. And then now pull the muscle towards the right hand. Pull it and then relax. Left hand on the right hand side. Press down with the four fingers and then pull the right muscle towards the left. And you feel a little tingling on top of your head now as if you have ants dancing on it. So this is a good time to do some massage now. And I want you to use the front part of the thumb, not the nail, okay? And then put that in your forehead, the thumb on the side. But before you do anything, I want you to go deep into your heart and really show your appreciation for your brain, both the big brain, the one in the back, and then the one in right before the neck, and then now the neck. The one in the front is your thinking mind. The one in the back is your memory mind. And then the one in the bottom is for your motor functions, the one you don't even have to think. Go back, show yourself all the loving kindness, all that appreciation, and then relax. Okay, this is a very important exercise. Okay, now we're aging. We're living a lot longer. I'm 66, and when I was a child, 66 was incredible, right? That you to be able to live. I feel like 40, you know. So I got a lot of years to go. Now I'm hoping that I'm hoping that my brain can last that long. Huh? Very important. Okay, now we're gonna do some tapping of the head, but it's not tapping of the head as much as tapping of the entire nerve system. So what you want to do is you want to open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. Okay, back to the proper sitting posture. So the top of the head is on top of the spine. Now you take your 10 fingers, you put that on top of your head, and then you go like this. Okay, get ready. Don't, not too hard. Okay, loving kindness. Remember, get ready, go. Okay, so it turns out that the three energy points that are important for the energizing the chi in your brain, the top of the head, the temple, and then also the back here where we just finished. This is called the palm of the wind. Okay, and then this is this is the temple, and then the top of the head. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna learn how to massage the front. This is also yang energy. Okay, now we're gonna learn how to massage the eyebrow. So we locate the beginning of the eyebrow using an index finger. Sit up straight, and then we find there's a little dimple. You have to feel it. That's why feeling your body is so important. Feel it, and then just press down with the index finger, and then use a little bit of force on your neck. Just press it down. You feel kind of it's a very hard to explain feeling. It's not pain. It's just electrifying. Okay, just press on that. And then now I want you to put the index fingers in the middle and then just like massage the eyebrow and what's on top of the eyebrow. So it's three energy points there. And there's a lot of stress there. Really, really a lot of stress. Now I want you to use your thumb, put it below your eye bag. And there's three more energy point here in this massage. All these are yang energy. This one is associated with the bladder. Sorry, this one is associated with the large intestine. This one is associated with the small intestine. Again, these names are abstract, okay? So don't think about them like the organ. They're much deeper than that. Okay, so now we're going to massage. There's another energy point in between the corner of the eye and where we were before. It's right on top of the bone. I want you to use the thumb. Again, find that point and then just press down on that. Okay, now this relieves the pressure in your eyeball. Okay, just press on that. Hold that pressure. All right. Now I want you to do some eye yoga and close your eye. Okay, now rotate your eyeball all the way up, looking at the ceiling. Close your eye. Now, then I want you to rotate to the right, look all the way to the corner of your eye. Look down as if you're looking at your feet. Close your eye. Look to the left. Look up. Look to the right. Look down. Left again. Back up. Now go counterclockwise. Left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Okay, relax. Okay, now we're going to learn to massage these energy points here. 1, 2, and then 3. There's two energy point here. It's very good for your sinus. This is called, we'll call this, if I translate it literally, it's a welcoming fragrance. Just press down. There's a cavity there, right? You feel it. Press down. And then push up. Come back, push down. And then push up. As you breathe in, push down. Gently push up as you breathe in. Okay, so now ready to do some exercise, some massage, some loving kindness on your fingers. So again, immunity deteriorates because of stress, but it's also because of the body temperature. The body temperature drop because of circulation. Okay, and the circulations needs to come to the extremities like the fingers and the toes and the ears. So we're going to learn to do that. So first we're going to learn how to massage a hand. So take out your left hand. Okay, now just as you pull the fingers, I want you to kind of squeeze the joint and then squeeze the joint. And then when you get to the fingertip, there's actually two energy points on either side of the fingernail. Okay, so again, second one, pull it and squeeze the joint and then squeeze the tip. Pull it, pull the fingers one at a time. Pull the fingers, improve the circulations, right? And then and so lots of us, as we age, we have arthritis, right? Arthritis is the blockage of the qi. It's actually, that's inflammation is the blockage of the qi. Heart attack is inflammation. It's blockage of the qi. So you said, no, it's not. It's just too much cholesterol. Cholesterol is the first responder. At every crime scene, you see the first responder, whether it's police or firemen. That doesn't mean that they were the one that kills the victim. Okay, all right. So the cholesterol is your body's way of healing the inflammation. Remember that. Even if you don't eat any cholesterol, that's only 15% of your total cholesterol. In fact, the less cholesterol you eat, the more the body has to make up. And the more cholesterol medicine that you eat, the higher risk it is that you would have problem with your brain, whether it's Parkinson or any form of. These are data just coming out. Okay, so if you worry about heart attack and you worry about having too much cholesterol in your body, start working on your diet. Stay away from the so-called vegetable oil. They are seed oils. They're not vegetable oil. Right? And use only olive oil and stay away from fried food. And I'm going to get a lot of trouble in saying this, but stay away from Chinese restaurant. Avocado oil is fine too. Coconut oil is fine too. Okay? And stay away from the Chinese restaurant. Eat there only on occasion. The reason is that when they stir fry, they don't just stir fry vegetables. Stir fry vegetable is very healthy, except that they deep fry the vegetable, they deep fry the meat before they stir fry to give you that texture. And the oil is full of trans fat. Trans fat is really bad for inflammation. So I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for this, for saying this. Okay, but I just tell you what I don't do. Okay, all right, now we're going to learn how to massage your fingers. So use the palm, put that on top, squeeze the fingers, and then the other side. All right, so now there's a whole bunch of energy points in the hand. I pick a few, and basically it comes into three things. Remember I said that in Chinese it's the same word. It's both of them are heart, but in the meaning, this one is the heart as emotional heart. So this is the mental part. This is the heart as in the organ. So this is the cardio, and then the lung is the mineral. So this is the three lines here is your emotional health, your cardio health, and your immunity. All right, so we're going to learn how to massage some of these points. So the first energy point that are very popular is actually right here. It's not in the bone, it's right here. So you put that together. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, now the opposite of that is right here. Okay, again, it's the meat, not the bone. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, now there's energy point that is associated with this. It comes down between your ring finger and your pinky, comes down, and it's right here. Now this one is actually much harder to do. So what we're going to do is put that together and just kind of massage them like this. Okay, massage them like that. And then now the same thing on the other side, and then we're going to put that together and just massage. Now, then there's an energy point. You need to know this one. This is a very good one. So this one, this is, I call this the merging valley. And so if you take your thumb and the line of your thumb, put that right here, and you come down, and it's on the towards the index fingers. You push down. This is very, very good. And if you have anything that has to do with your eye, your nose, and your throat, um, this one will help. But it's also an energy point that relieve natural painkiller. Yeah. So, ladies have cramps. This one helps. Or if you, anything will help. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to do some finger works. Open the shoulder, relax, stretch out your elbow, 4 fingers in front. They're the springs. A thumb holding down the springs. Wind up the springs. Don't let it go. And then we're going to let it go all at once. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now we're going to open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, joining the lotus hand, middle fingers and the thumb. Put that in front of the gate of the clock. Open the shoulder. Back of the hand facing the camera. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now, for my friend who had recently suffered a heart attack, or those of you who don't want to suffer a heart attack, there's some energy points around your shoulder that are part of what we call the large intestine. It's the yang energy line for the lung. It's the one that channels the energy back. So there's some good energy points that whether you worry about heart attack or you worry about frozen shoulder, they just all inflammation of one sort or another. So there's support energy points that are very good. The trick here is that it's very hard to use force, right? It's very easy to just like do this, and it's much harder. So in the last month or so, I learned these technique. Okay, now one energy point is just right around the shoulder. So use 4 fingers and just press in. And if it doesn't hurt, then you don't need to do it. If it hurts, then you need to do that regularly until it doesn't hurt. Okay, now the other energy point is right here. It's right here. Now I'm wearing dark clothes, you can't quite see it. But if you grab this, right, it's like an armpit, but not quite. Okay, so now just grab it and just pull it up, right? Grab it and then pull it. And if it hurts, then you need to do more of that until it doesn't. Okay, now see, grab it and just pull on it. It hurts. And then finally, one energy point is right in front, right here. Huh? And then sit up straight and just press down with your thumb. Okay, so back on this side, right around the shoulder, press down with your 4 fingers, and then reach behind. You need to lift up your arm so you can feel the bottom and just pull up on it. And then on the front, push down with your thumb. Okay, so these are the large intestines, the channel energy. So you need to make sure that you have no blockage of your chi. Okay, blockage of your chi and inflammation of your body, they're closely related. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to do some tapping of an energy point. So the first one we're going to do is on top of the shoulder. Okay, on top of the shoulder, but also in the gate of the clock. So the way we do that is you use right hand empty hand, as if you're drinking water. So when you tap it, you're actually using air. Okay, now open the shoulder, put the fingers on top and the center of the palm in here. Turn your head to the right, form the empty hand. Okay, now listen. You gotta listen your ear. Okay, this is a form of meditation. Get ready. Wake up. Continue. Okay, now do the other side. Get ready. Wake up. Continue. Okay, now the next energy point has to do with the heart, but like the emotional side of the heart is the mind. Okay, now it turns out that this one energy point right here is associated with a lot of happy hormone. Okay, and so we open the shoulder, relax, put the elbow on top of the head, and pinch the upper part of your ear. And now take the right hand, put that here, turn the right head to the right, empty hand. Get ready, go. Continue. And the other side. Get ready, go. Continue. Okay, one last energy point is right around the wrist. Again, this one, three energy line. The one has to do with your mental health, the one has to do with your cardio health, and the one has to do with your immunity. Open that shoulder, relax, stretch out your arm, lock your elbow. Two things. One thing is to lock your elbow, make sure that it's at eye level, and the other one is empty hand. Okay, put the fingers on top and the palm on the side. So when you pop it, it's on the side. Get ready, go. Continue. And the other side, lock your elbow, left hand, right side, right ear. Get ready, wake up, and continue. Okay, so now we're going to come back to our face again. And so this energy point here is called, if I translate literally, is the palace of labor. This is the only point that gives out energy. So I was thinking about something that lots of Chinese people would do, is that they go buy something called the tiger balm. And if you don't know what that is, or you don't know how to buy it, or you're not sure that you're buying the right kind, remind me on the circle and I'll send you an Amazon link. Okay. And I haven't set up my affiliate link yet, so I'm not getting anything for this. But so what they do is they put a little bit of tiger balm on the center of the palm and they just rub it together. And that actually is very good. And then they put that in the nose. And then they just breathe in. And then they do it again, put tiger balm. Once is enough. And then they put the mask on. This is a lot of people in China are doing that. Okay, and all right. So for here, we're going to do that, but without tiger balm, and we don't put that on the nose, but we put that on the eye. Okay, now when you put tiger balm, you don't put that on your eye. Okay, now you generate some energy, and then you put that on your eye, and you feel the energy, and you go back again, and then you put that, and then you do it again. Oh, if they have it in Costco, that would be the good stuff. Yeah, make sure that the trademark is a tiger. Okay, that's why it's called tiger balm. Okay, now you put that on your temple and you massage. Then you massage the face and back to your brain again. The big one, the one in the back, and then the little one. Come back to your face. Now we're going to learn how to massage your ear. Remember now, to keep your body warm, you got to learn how to massage your fingers, your toes, and your ear. So the ear is divided into three parts. It has the shape of the fetus. So all the energy points in the fetus are reflected here, except it's upside down. So the reason why we have the pinched upper part is that this one is associated with the adrenal gland. Okay. So now we take the thumb inside, the rest of the finger outside, massage. Then we put the thumb in the middle of inside, the rest of the fingers massage. Then we put the index finger inside and the thumb behind, massage. Now we massage the tip and we pull the tip a bit. Then we massage the outside, and then we massage the ear loop, and then we pull the ear loop. Then we form a V with the finger. We put that one in front, one behind, and massage. We do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to use the hand, and what we're doing is we're massaging the back of the ear, we're pulling the head, and then we let go. Okay, so you hear a very slight, gentle pop. Get ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, all right. Okay, so we have another 15 minutes, so I want to show you how to massage your feet. Very important to keep your body warm. If you can keep your body warm, then you're maintaining your immunity, in addition to relieving your stress. And again, to relieve your stress means that you sit properly, all right, putting stress on your adrenal gland, and you reduce the amount of physical load on your body by letting the weight of the upper torso be supported by itself, making sure that the head is leaned back and then the chin is tucked down. And then you focus on the inside of your mouth, make sure that you have plenty of saliva. Okay. We actually had put the chanting in the circle, but again, remind me, and I'll put it up there again. Okay, no problem. All right, so now we're going to learn how to massage your feet. Now I talk about this energy lines in the hand, like the mental part of the heart, the physical part of the heart, and the lung, and the corresponding yang energies are the small intestines, the triple warmer, and then also the large intestines. Now on the feet, we have 6 more, and it's the splint, it's the kidney, it's the liver. Okay. And the corresponding yang energy line, the splint is the stomach, the kidney is the bladder, and then the liver is the gallbladder. All right. So again, we learn how to massaging the part that touches the floor, and then massage the arch area, the curvy area. Now we open up a toe and the second, and then we massage the inside. This helps if you have high blood pressure. Okay. Now then we're going to massage the heel. I mean, not the heel. This is called the ball. Then we're going to massage the heel. And then we're going to massage the arch. Remember now, the arch is an arch, it's a curve, right? So it starts in the heel, goes to the, and there's a massage. Now this is where the yang, the kidney and the splint energy line go through. Very important, very important. Now we're going to learn to massage the side of the toe, the big toe, starting with the bone, go all the way to the corner of the nail. Okay, now we're going to learn how to massage around the angle, and as if this is a fish hook, both the bottom and the back. And now there's an energy point here, so we do a little bit of acupressure right here. This is good if you're diabetic like I am. And then now you start with the angle. You measure 4 fingers, and you feel the bone. It's right below the bone. This is called the triple meet. This is all 3 yin energy line meets. Now we're going to learn how to do scraping of the energy line that is associated with the splint. So we start in the knee, goes to the angle, feel the bone. It's on the lower side of the bone, and just scrape. So when you have splint deficiency, 2 things. One is that you have very bad digestion. 2 is that you have swelling, because the splint energy line is also part of it also take control of the lymph node. Okay, so if you have swelling in your feet, that's the beginning of your immunity problem. Okay, now we're going to learn to massage the top part of your feet between the big toe and the second one, because this is part of the liver energy line. And remember now, liver is associated with anger or a lot of your trapped up emotion. Now there's an energy point about 2 to 3 fingers, maybe 3. You come in here before the 2 bones merge together, and you just press down, maybe a little further up. It's different from everyone. Just find that point that hurts. Okay, and then massage again. So if you have a habit of waking up in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's your liver problem. Okay, so now we're going to take the toes, bend it back. You see this muscle here? Squeeze that, massage that, and then scrape that. Okay, now we come to the mother of our energy point, which is called the gushing spring. It's right below that ball area. And this is what we call the second heart. And then, okay, now we're going to do a little bit of what we call the mixing the water and fire. The water element is the kidney, the fire element is the heart. And so we're going to bend the legs back a bit, making an empty hand, and it fits perfectly. Okay, now get ready, go. Continue. And then massage. This is a very, very good exercise. Very, very good therapeutic exercise. Okay, it's invented by a doctor in China in the Tang Dynasty. Okay, now massage the feet. And if you do this at night before you sleep really, really well. If you do this in the morning, another time, then your feet are warm all day. Okay, now open, and then massage the inside, both sides, and then massage the bottom of the V. Come back, massage the ball area, massage the heel, massage the arch, massage the side of the big toe, and then massage around the angle, both the bottom and the back. And then do acupressure on the back, between the angle and the Achilles heel. And then 4 fingers above, behind the bone. And then scrape at the bottom of the bone. Turn around, massage in between. Press down on this energy point. Massage again. And then rotate the toes. Feel the tendon here. Massage, scrape. Okay, and then now acupressure. Press use 2 thumb, and then mixing the water and fire. Get ready, go. Continue. and massage. Okay, all right. So we'll be sitting now for almost an hour and a half. So let's get down to floor and stretch out our legs a little bit, huh? Then we come back and meditate. Okay, we're going to relax the knee, put your hands on the kneecap, protect the kneecap so you're not scraping the kneecap, okay? And then just gently 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to do the heel. Okay, left foot forward, heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to stand on the toes. This turned out to be a really good exercise for your kidney energy line. And if you have any kind of problem in your lower back, the Chinese believe that the lower back is the is the chamber for your kidney. So lower back problem means kidney problem. And this is a very good exercise for that. So the way we do that is that we open the shoulder and we relax the shoulder. You notice that I always ask you to open your shoulder. It's very important, right? Now you focus on the top of the head. And when you stand, you're actually pushing the top of the head towards the ceiling, okay? So get ready, stand, stay focused on the top of the head. And then when you come down, impact the heel. Get ready. Now again, push the top of the head, stand on your toe, and then come down, okay? One last time, stand, hold it, and then come down. Now I want you to stand on your left foot, focus entirely on top of your head. And after you kick the right foot, come back immediately, okay? Stay focused on the top of the head. 1, 2, 3, okay? The other way. 1, 2, 3, okay? And now I want you to do exercise. It's similar to the one we did, mixing the water and fire, except that we're doing the back. Now, left foot, left hand. I might have to take off the mic. This is otherwise making a huge sound. Okay, so now open the shoulder, take your right hand all the way back. Okay, that's fire. Take your left hand, use the back of the hand all the way back here. That's the water. Now, it's very important that you rotate your hip. So you're actually exercising this part, which again is good for your kidney. Get ready, go. Okay. All right. We're going to do 2 more. The back of the knee. Okay, so this energy line is named after the bladder, which is the yang side of the kidney. So that's why when we stand on the toes, we come back, we're actually impacting that energy line. So another energy point is right here. Okay. Again, if you have lower back problem, this is good. All right. Now put your 4 fingers behind, thumb on the side. Okay. Raise your head. Get ready. Go. Continue. And then one last one is right here, okay, right here. And I use the flat part of my fist. Get ready, Go. Now, the Chinese believe that there's 8 critical part of your body that are closest to your yin organ. They're the warmest part of your body. Right here, right here, right here, and right here. Okay, so we just did all of that, right? Now, the other thing you want to make sure that is after you take a shower at night, you use a blow dryer and dry those points. They believe that the word immunity doesn't exist in Chinese literature, in the Chinese medical literature. It actually does not exist. What exists is the idea of proper qi. Qi is actually properly circulating through your body. And the virus doesn't exist. The word virus also doesn't exist. What exists is improper qi. And we all know that virus have no life. You can't kill something that has no life. And so they believe that by maintaining proper qi, then the improper qi would not be able to come in and impact your body. And they believe that these 8 cavities, here, 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 and here, are the places that the improper qi would attack you. Okay, trust it or not. All right, so now we're going to do our last meditation. This last one actually is actually very difficult. It's actually quite difficult, but we're going to give it our best shot. This is the one where we focus on breath. It's a lot easier to focus on the feeling of the body, or hard to actually focus on the breath. Okay, but we're going to give it a try. Now we did all these exercises. Our breathing is actually quite pronounced, so it's easy to pay attention to our breath. But before we do that, I want you to come back to the sitting posture. I want you to pay attention to the 7 parts of your body. The first being your legs, then your hand, then your spine. I want you to stretch that spine and then relax. I want you to rotate the hip forward and the upper torso back. The next one is the shoulder. I want you to open that shoulder and relax. The next one is the head. I want you to lean back the head so that the weight of the head is on top of your spine. I want you to tuck in your chin so the top of the head is facing the heaven, forming this lightning rod, this pillar that supports the heaven and the earth. I want you to focus your eyelid and relax so that you can actually see your knee and your hand and the floor. Okay? It turns out that if you can see your surrounding, your mind doesn't wander as much. It's kind of counterintuitive. Then I want you to focus on the inside of your mouth. Again, feel the inside of your mouth, make sure it's nice and wet. Put the tip of the tongue behind this center point between your nose and your lip. Okay, that's the first part. This is very, very important, is to maintain that proper posture. Then I want you to focus on your breath, starting with knowing that I'm breathing in, knowing that I'm breathing out. Now we're going to spend the next minute focusing on the belly button. As soon as we know that we're breathing in, our attention, our mind, is as if we're bringing the belly button all the way across the room. As soon as we're breathing out, it's as if we're taking the belly button and collapse it to the back of a spine. 1 minute, I want you to just focus on your belly button, as if this is like the bellow, like the blacksmith has a bellow, right? Is how he maintained the fire in the furnace. This is the same thing. So your stomach is like the bellow. Breathe in, go forward. Breathe out, go back. Now at the same time, you're cultivating your qi, what we call prenatal qi. This is what you were born with. Now, for the next minute, I want you to learn how to circulate the qi, which is generated in your abdomen, in your dantian. I want you to learn how to circulate in your upper torso. And I want you to focus on the bottom of your spine and observe your breathing. As soon as you start to breathe in, I want you to move up, your attention move up the spine, all the way to the top of the head. As you move up, I want you to take your body with you, stretch your spine, open your shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in your chin. Then I want you to, as you breathe out, I want you to start on your forehead and come down to your belly button. As you do that, I want you to lean back the upper torso. And when you get to your belly button and you go from the front, the belly button to the back, that's when you want to rotate the hip forward. And when you breathe in, I want you to go up again. When you breathe out, I want you to come down. Just circulate the qi around your upper torso, going up through the spine and coming down from the front. Yang energy goes up, yin energy comes down. Yang energy is the energetic part, yin energy is the restorative part. Now we want to spend the next 5 minutes really understand the key to this technique. This technique is called microcosmic orbit. There's micro and there's macro. Micro is when the moon circles around the earth. Macro is when the earth circles around the sun. It's a term we borrow from Chinese astrology. So when we circle the qi around our upper torso, that's called micro. But the key is in this phrase called the wandering dragon chasing the pearl. As you breathe in, it's like the pearl is rising in your spine. And as you breathe out, it's like the pearl sinking into your stomach. Your mind is the dragon chasing the pearl. But it's a wandering dragon, it's a free dragon. So you need to free yourself as you come up. It's as if the dragon is crawling on your back. And when you reach the top of the head, it's like there's a cloud and the dragon disappears into the cloud. So this is when you learn to let go of your breath. As you breathe in, let it go. Wait for the out breath. Don't be part of your breath. Let go of your breathing. And your body will naturally want to breathe out. Then the dragon will reappear chasing the pearl. And then it goes all the way into the stomach, through the belly button. And once it's inside your abdomen, it's as if the dragon is hibernating inside your stomach. You can always feel the feet of the stomach in the back, in the lower back, because you're applying pressure there. But you must let that dragon free. The dragon stays in your stomach. And then as you know that you're breathing out, breathing in again, the dragon will reappear. Goes all the way to the top. So the trick is wandering. You cannot constrain the dragon. Let it go. Let go of your breath. Give yourself plenty of space between the in-breath and the out-breath, and plenty of space between out-breath and the in-breath. You just become an innocent bystander watching the dragon rising up, disappear in the cloud, watching the dragon come down, and then disappear in your stomach. Okay? Try to do that. This is actually a very, very difficult technique, but it's worth a try. And we earn it. We spend an hour and a half conditioning our body, conditioning our chi to do just this. open your eyes. So we're 10 minutes over, but I feel like I should say this anyway. In the beginning of class, I mentioned today's word is immunity. And I mentioned that there's two reasons why I think immunity is of such urgency. One has to do with season, which means that in the winter time, it's natural that our immunity deteriorates, and it deteriorates because of stress, and it deteriorates because our body doesn't have as good circulation. So I focus today on how to reduce the stress and trauma in the body, both emotional and physical, and how to learn to massage your fingers and the toes and the ears and the top of the head and so forth to improve the circulation, so raise the temperature, all of which will improve your immunity. There's another reason why I need to talk about immunity today, and it has to do with geopolitical. Now, exactly 3 years ago, towards the end of December, my wife and I took our last trip to Asia before the pandemic. We went to Japan, and we actually went to China before that. And we noticed something happening in China, this thing called the Wuhan virus. I came back and I started to stockpile on face masks, on masks. Nobody was paying attention. Our president says there's not a problem. And of course, we know what happened. We know what happened. Europe was the first place where it got infected, and then it went from Italy to the East Coast, then from China, it went to Seattle, and eventually, and we know what happened. And we have vaccines, and that seems to be the end of story. Everything is fixed, no problem. We go back to live a normal life. We haven't even got to the beginning yet. For those who are paying attention, Chinese have about 1.4 billion people, and for the last 3 years, they've been locked up. You know how they do the tests? They line up the people, and every 10 people, they do the test to the nose or to the throat. They put the specimen in the same test tube. 10 people in one test tube. Then they test them. If one of the person is positive, all 10 people and the family and the neighbors get locked up until they prove otherwise. That's what happened in 10 years. Finally, the virus had mutated to a point where they just can't do that anymore. And since the early part of December, they have reversed the policy. Now, more than 1 million people get infected every day. They imagine in the next, by the end of December, over 80% of the population, that's over 80% of 1.4 million people will be infected with a strand of the virus that we have never seen outside of China. Imagine a petri dish full of 1.4 million people. That's very scary. So of course we could have another vaccine, but vaccine does this. Think of the immunity. Think of the thing that we're talking about. Our body has something called a broad spectrum, a full spectrum immunity that we're capable of fighting across a very broad spectrum. When you take vaccines, it squeezes the spectrum towards the middle, so you're targeting one thing. As a result, you're losing immunity on the rest, and then we're seeing that in the children. We're seeing that in the children. Now, you just can't keep taking vaccines like that. So I believe in the 1,000-year-old concept of immunity, which is proper qi. Proper qi. Exercise the body so that the qi, the energy from the universe, is running through the body. That is our natural immunity. I believe in that. It's not that I don't believe in vaccine. I just think that there's limitation in Western science. And I believe in making choices, having choices. Okay? So that's what I want. That's the message. That's the message. Be your own whisperer. Okay? All right. So with that, I'll see you. We have it on YouTube. So ask the same question again on the circle, or someone else with this our YouTube channel, or just search for my name. Okay. All right. I'll see you all next week. Be healthy. be happy,
you.
be peace. Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye. 星期一見吓。Okay. Bye bye.